sad for Chelsea or is a good thing? Because most of our callers will say, we don't want Chelsea. Some will say give Chelsea time. So everybody is split with 50-50 opinion about that side because nobody expected that to happen, especially in 1st of January 2026. But Maresca is not the coach of Chelsea anymore. But yesterday's Premier League game is funny because now Juventus everywhere. Now 0-0 they see everywhere for
Only one
yesterday.
person play
Apart
1-1.
from Crystal Palace and Fulham that played the 1-1 draw. The 3 other games ended in a 0-0 draw. I've never even seen anything like that for a very long time in the Premier League. 3 games, no goals, just 2 goals in the other one. But we'll talk about that on the show, especially the Maresca issue. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Premier League and we'll talk about any news coming out from the npfl because today is Friday. We'll talk about it briefly because Maresca is the issue. Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Since I think there's no news coming out from npfl currently, except for the games that will be played in the weekend or perhaps on Sunday. Something happened in Gabon yesterday, and I think the president or the Football Federation decided to disassemble the team, the national team, and say they all suspended till further notice. I don't know why that happened, but again, that's the news coming out from Gabon yesterday. But another interesting game of football yesterday, headline reads 2026 mails or goals were forgotten in the mail or were lost in the mail. I don't know why that is, but 2026 goals lost in the mail for Premier League because all the 3 games, the 3 games were supposed to give us multiple goals, ended up playing a goalless draw. But wonderful game of football yesterday. Intensity was just there. It was a beautiful way to start 2026. For the smaller boys, though, it was a beautiful way to start the year.
Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin. Terrible morning for Chelsea fans across the world because Enzo Maresca is no longer at the helm. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to be sad to see who is going to be foreshadowed as the man to take over the position. On that note, good morning, welcome to the show.
Good morning, welcome to the show. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. The rumor now is that what's that guy's name? Strasbourg.
Liam
Rosenio. But we are yet to see. We are yet to see if that will still
He's the front runner, yeah?
He's the front runner. So we'll see.
There's Fabregas on the list.
There's
Xavi on the list.
We are going to see who they are going to actually bring in because they need a quick solution. On Sunday, they play Manchester City. Chelsea go away to Etihad. So they must find solution, someone that will take them forward. Okay, but first, let's start with the Premier League games that happened yesterday. Then we'll talk about Maresca. Then we'll talk about the npfl. Yesterday's game, there are 4 games yesterday games. Only one produced a goal. Others produced a 0-0 draw. Sunderland and City played a 0-0 draw. Brentford and Spurs played a 0-0 draw. Frank went back to his former club. 0-0 draw. Liverpool and Leeds United played a 0-0 draw. Then only Crystal Palace and Fulham gave us a goal. Let's start with the one that gave us goal. Now, maybe we do some Seafronts first. It was a 1-1 draw in Crystal Palace versus Fulham in that game. Mateta scored, I think after 7 games, he have not really scored a goal. After 7 or 8 games, he scored his first goal. First year. No, we are talking about who is going to score the first goal of 2026, and Mateta did that.
And nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
So it was a fantastic game, even though that Tom equalized for Fulham at the almost 10 minutes to go. But a good game for both teams to get 1 point.
Yes, it's a good game. Coming into this game, I predicted Palace would be getting the points, and unfortunately, it's a draw. But then, credit to Palace, credit to the team and the way they played and they marshaled themselves going into this game. It's going to be a learning curve for Palace because they are going to lose their manager at the end of the season. They are going to lose their skipper at the end of the season. There's a lot of transition coming in for the club. So I think they just get to serve all this period they have with these people till they are no longer there. So Palace is still very much a team in transition, and the best thing they can do for the club is to give the club as high a finish as possible this season.
Okay,
a good game for them yesterday because getting 1 goal up in this, getting a goal up against Fulham was expected. Everybody said it here yesterday that Crystal Palace for the win yesterday. But again, I don't know how he did it. I don't know the substitutions he made, but I don't know how he saw the game differently and made those substitutions, and they just came in ticking for him. Tom Carney with the goal, I think Harrison with the assist again. This is to tell you that some players are just there on the bench waiting for their day on the sun, and once they get it, they're holding on to it for with their 2 hands, and they're telling you, see, when these players come back, which means they have players who went out to have fun. Once they come back, there's going to be a struggle for who's going to be starting. But we already know who is starting again, but there's going to be question marks on character and who's going to be starting for the team. But again, good one for Fulham for coming back into that game and coming back strong. They ended the year, but they started the year with a draw. They started the year with a single point, which is okay for them for at the moment.
Okay,
with the amount of players they have out, too, is okay for them.
Let's see, because I was just talking about it because that's the only goal that happened yesterday.
Good goal,
okay.
Good goal.
Yeah, let's talk about the other games. Let's start with City because City are the title rival. They dropped 2 points against Sunderland. They went away to Sunderland. So the Stadium of Light has been a problem for everybody. Arsenal drew, a lot of teams did a lost.
Chelsea lost.
Yeah, so Stadium of Light is drew too. Yeah, it has been a problem. For Sunderland, themselves have been a problem. Yes, this for everybody this season. And they defended with their life. City was trying just to get all the goal, but almost Sunderland quickly for that. Still, for this 1st of January, we are not dropping
3 points.
Yes, that they dropped that point. I'll start with you, John, because that's because of that point dropped. Now they are now 4 points behind Arsenal. The title is still close, but losing a point in the first year of January is not especially what Pep will want to do.
Yeah, nobody goes into the new year looking to maintain a gap between them and whoever is at the top of the table. But then, like I say, when you take a step back and you look at it from perspective, you see that you have 4 points from a possible 6 against this adversary. I wouldn't begrudge them a draw, basically. And then looking at the guys at the top, it's going to be another roll of games for them. And I obviously see them dropping a couple of points.
Okay, good game especially for Sunderland. Losing about 6 players to AFCON.
You still get my hand. So you get my play like this.
I think they are doing well.
You know when they defend well against Haaland and Czech and all of those people, they don't see goals score. With all their touches I think 30-something touches in the final third. If you other teams will come out and say they had 30-something touches, the criticality was not there. But with all your 20-something touches, 0 goals, come on, Sunderland, I come up cap for now. With all the players out for AFCON, especially, I throw it cap for them. But again, a good game of football yesterday. City coming out at them, doing everything possible to just crack them down. But again, we've seen them play against top teams in the Stadium of Light. We've seen what they can do in that stadium. It's just like, I think they're building a fortress. Because somebody was talking about it, I think in one of the podcasts in EPL, somebody was talking about that. He said over the years, towards the end of last season, when they ended last season, they lost many of their games at home. They lost about 5 games straight back to back at home towards the end of last season after promoting themselves to. So again, coming into the Premier League and making that same stadium that looked like everybody can come and take points, a fortress. I think it's a good one for Sunderland. But again, against City, with 6 players out. Come on now.
Yeah, they did well. If you look at the statistics in that game, congratulations, Rodri played his first game.
Rodri is back.
He's back here. He played in the whole second half of that game. He's building fitness. Rodri is like, I say their anchor. It's like an anchor in that team.
But you
cannot compare him and Rodri. He's one that makes everything tick in that midfield defense and pushes attack very, very well. But he is back. But let's see if it will help City push for that title. But now, currently, they are now 4 points behind Arsenal. So Arsenal has a little bit of breathing space between both of them. So that means Arsenal can actually lose a game and still stay first in the Premier League. But they don't lose because if they smile.
If Arsenal want lose, Arsenal no go lose. Why you talk like this? Everybody go lose.
Everybody go still drop.
Everybody go drop point. 19 games to go. You say you no go drop point. You go drop point.
Now you don't reduce to 17 now.
20 we don't play.
You don't play 19, so you remain 17.
No, remain 19.
Now 18, 19. Okay, now 19 game.
Remain 19. We don't the half. We don't the halfway line. Halfway line of the marathon. It remains the other halfway line of the marathon.
Another disappointing result for Liverpool. Liverpool played at home to Leeds United, and Leeds United defended. They had 16 shots. Liverpool had 16 shots in total. Only 3 of them were on target. That is how poor.
Check how many shots blocked.
Yeah, so I think Liverpool have not really ticked. They played about 3 right backs in one game. They started with what's his name?
Frimpong.
No, they played as a Bradley. Started with Bradley as a right back. Then Frimpong was playing as number 7, a winger. Then they removed Bradley and Frimpong moved to right back. They removed Frimpong and Zibozai moved to right back in one game. So Liverpool is just confused. But again, they struggle to break down this United again.
The team is the person of this.
Not Temi Salah, because Salah.
They don't miss Salah. No, I disagree with you.
You know what I thought they miss Salah for this.
They do not miss Salah. Please, let's
who again they play that right?
Let's not even go there.
Salah with the bench for like 3
Thank
or 4
you.
days.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
How market be? But they tell them they bring a comeback. You get 9 don't go AFCON.
Don't tell me that one. They should continue without.
He don't go AFCON. They don't play almost like for there. He didn't do. They don't play.
Jamie Garaga market.
They don't play. They don't play Federico Chiesa. And my boy, though, he tried for the watch he play, but he didn't do. If he didn't do, he didn't do. He's no two ways about it. Starting the year with a defender as a forward player. Ingo tips small from Amorim playbook. We played Dogo for right wing. In tips small for thinking say he go up again. Frimpong is an attacking player, though we still talk about him as a right wing back.
It's the wing back that he played majorly for.
But again,
he plays for years.
He's progressive. He's a very progressive player, and in this game, he didn't really have much to offer because we're going to talk about all the flaws that Liverpool went into this game with. But come on, Crystal Palace, I'm listening to that has been on fire for the past 5 games.
Yeah,
they've been on fire.
They threatened to start the coach.
You understand? So they've been back-to-back wins against some teams they're not supposed to win against.
They trashed Chelsea.
You get so in the last 5 games, I think they've won 2 or 3. So looking at this one, you expected them to at least they are coming to Anfield. They should pay a little bit of respect, but at least they should not be able to lose against Liverpool. And that was what they went on with. Their game plan was we shall not lose, and they defended well. They come on, look at shots. I think about 7 shots blocked in total. They could not lose. Their mindset was we cannot lose, and they went on. They didn't have anything to offer because of the guy they have up front, Kevin Louis. But again, they went on with this game with the mindset of not losing, and they didn't lose.
Well, it's a good game for
Leeds now. Good game for them. No matter I want to talk about the Liverpool setup and the players they are missing out on, and
I think Liverpool missed a chance because they started without their major 2 striker Okafor and even Calvin Lewin. Both of them did not start, even though that Calvin Lewin scored a goal that was from offside. Yes. So Liverpool have actually lost that game. Even and Scott said after his game that they even considered the goal. They were lucky not to Calvin Lewin offside. If not, almost they have lost first game at New Year at Anfield. It would have been crazy. And Anfield is not the Anfield you used to know again. Somehow Anfield
is like Old Trafford now. Anybody can drink.
You know, like calm down. They talk about Anfield now. It just from nowhere. Like you don't carry Old Trafford. What Old Trafford do you? Back to the conversation of yesterday. The guy you were talking about. I think you're going to talk about transfer, but let's leave it first.
That game ended 0-0 for the Premier League champions, 0-0 for them. The last game that happened again is Brentford versus Spurs. Frank went back to his former club, and that game ended 0-0. All of these games are boring. I didn't know why there are no goals everywhere, especially this particular game, Brentford and Spurs. Spurs had only one shot on target in the whole 90 minutes, which is actually poor. Brentford had only 2 shots on target. Both of them had 7 shots in total.
They were just basically waiting for set piece and throw it.
They was waiting for who was going to make one mistake, and it was just a crazy 0-0 draw in that game. But it is what it is. That game ended 0-0, 1 point apiece for both teams. But poor game for especially for Spurs, because almost Spurs need to start doing well. If not, it's going to be a problem.
So it means this year, 2026, is a year of sharing. Just share the 1 point and go home in peace. Just share it. Share it and go home in peace.
Okay, the league table after 19 games in the Premier League. Arsenal is now first. Arsenal is still first, not now though. Arsenal is still first with 45 points. City dropped 2 points yesterday, so City is second with 41 points. So Arsenal has opened a 4-point gap between them and City. For Aston Villa, that Arsenal beat 4 goals to 1 day before yesterday or so, they are third on the table with 39 points. Liverpool with 1 point they got yesterday have 33 points on the table. They are fourth. Chelsea, that just sacked Maresca, we're going to talk about him soon, are fifth on the table with 30 points. Manchester United have 30 points in 6th position. 7th position is Sunderland with 29 points. Everton are doing well. They are 8th on the table with 28 points. Brentford are 9th with 27 points. 10th on the table is Crystal Palace with 27 points. 27 points, plenty. Fulham are 11th on the table with 27 points. Spurs are actually poor, even when they started they started the season very well. Promising season very well, but they fell off hard. And they are 12th on the table with 26 points. I think when did Tottenham finish yesterday? 17th, right?
Yesterday.
Last season.
Yeah, 17th. Well, at least they won the Europa League.
No excuse. They won.
Okay, 12th on the table is Spurs with 26 points. Newcastle are 13th on the table with 26 points. 14th on the table is Brighton with 25 points. 15th on the table is Bournemouth with 23 points. 16th, Leeds United with 21 points. 17th on the table, Nottingham Forest with 18 points. 18th on the table, West Ham 14 points. Burnley 19th with 12 points. Then Wolves have not won a single game
3
this
points.
season with just 3 points, 3 draws and 16 losses for Wolves. Manchester United
Let's
dashed
it again. Let's it again in
them.
2026.
Manchester United dashed them one of those points.
Tottenham
Okay,
give them one. Man United give
yeah.
them
So
one.
let's see.
So,
Okay, let's move over to other games, other things that happened. Let's talk about Maresca. You know, yesterday we were talking about there were
the consideration.
the consideration if they are going to
review,
leave him or not. And I was at home and I got a notification that Chelsea had decided to part ways to Maresca. So it depends on how you want to see it. If they sacked Maresca resigned, or they tied on their own mutual consent. That's normally how they say it, that they part ways. But Maresca is not the coach of Chelsea. Again, Chelsea decided to sack him. Both of them agreed. That's the statement that both of them agreed
mutual consent.
that Maresca is not the right man to take them forward this season again. What do you make of that? No, yesterday we are talking about them, thinking about it, and we are saying that his fault is not fault. The players that they bought for him, most of them is not his player. They just buy young players and give him to manage. But do you think it's the right thing for Chelsea to sack Maresca?
I
Middle of
think
the season?
there are three tangents I'm going to speak from. The first one is that Chelsea have maintained true to their nature. Their nature, they are a hire and fire club, even though they have the game plan of a failed Arsenal FC game plan that they are working with, which is you sign young talents, you develop them, you sell them up for money, and then you move on. That model has not worked. Arsenal have not evolved from that model to buying superstar, competing for the league and all of this stuff. But that's your business model. That's the way you want to do business. You are entitled to your business model. You get me? But now you brought in a manager who was willing to work with you with that business model. And at a certain point in time, the manager has come back to circle back to the club that, look, this way we are going is not right. You want him to deliver a Champions League position. You want him to deliver trophies. You want him to deliver a certain role of things he is supposed to deliver, but he has little or no influence in the club. How does that work? The medical team is above Enzo Maresca. The recruitment team is above Enzo Maresca. Every other person in that club is above Enzo Maresca, and the man has gotten tired of it. For example, now, one of the things coming out from the press yesterday is that one of the reasons why they took this decision is that he flaunted the decision of the medical team and played Palmer and what's his name, Rich James, before the medical team had approved them to come back to play football. And in crucial games that they needed to win, and they won those games that they needed to win. That's one. Secondly, at the start of the season, when Cole went out injured, he requested a center half to support the team. You say you want to win and to play in the Champions League. You say you want to challenge for the title. We need a center half, and you tell him that if you sign a center half now, Archie Pong that just came in will request a transfer, so he has to wait on that center half signing and rely on Archie Pong in the team. So I feel like there is a disconnect between Maresca's expectations, having delivered the Conference League, having delivered the Club World Cup, having delivered top 4 finish last season, to push on from there to go and do all the other expectations from the team without the right backing is what made his position untenable.
Yeah, no, so I think they're part of the thing, because what we are saying is Maresca said it himself that the thing is to qualify for the Champions League, stabilize the team, then challenge, which is still on course to do. And he wants a few trophies in between all these things. It means that Chelsea, I think that is the problem between management and Maresca.
Now, because manager don't come from upstairs, come para for her like they do for Nottingham Forest. It don't this is because I think if you look at the last 7 press conference, the last 7 matches that the result has not gone their way, look at the press conference, look at the way he answered questions, you would know for a fact that there's a disconnect upstairs. You get, there's a disconnect with the tactical team, there's a disconnect with the medical team, there's a disconnect with the recruitment team. There's a disconnect everywhere. But again, nobody will come and talk. Your work now, and when they sign you, you know, say your job now to just come coach the team where they give you. According to you, say you are not Ferguson. You are not Ferguson that recruits your players. You are Maresca. They don't give you starting 11. They don't give you team. Coach them. If you don't say, oh, I need center midfielder, they go use their hand find the one where they like. Give you. Even if you like me, you like Ronaldo to come play defensive midfield for you, they go tell you say no. Wait till we give you now Bavade. You go if they give Bavade, you manage them like that. That's the job of Maresca in Chelsea. And I think he's asked for midfielders. They gave him this Brewer last season. You get when he asked for midfielders, they gave him this Brewer. He asked for strikers this season. They gave him the Lap and Joao Pedro as strikers. He asked for something else. They gave him the players they feel like they are worthy of playing for Chelsea. And they brought in the Santos and the rest of them from loan to come and play for Chelsea, which is a good one for him. And he's played with all these players, and he's seen their faults and he's seen their flaws. And I keep saying it seems like the board upset does not feel like he's giving these players enough time. You get, and like John said about the Reece James coming back from injury or coming back before the date stipulated for him to come back from injury. There was an Andre Santos on the bench who could have played in some of those games but had not been playing. You get, so there's a disconnect somewhere, and we don't know where that is. But again, for a manager that has given you 2 trophies in his first full season, you're not supposed to just let him go like that.
Yeah, because he's building.
If trophy, he give you 2 trophies. You know what it means to give you 2 trophies.
If the plan was to build, for example, I don't like using Arsenal as an example, but
Leave Arsenal.
I'm just saying that if the plan was to build, do you understand? It's just for you to. There are going to be up and downs in building. But how many?
It
You know how
should be
many players?
expected,
Yes. How many players has Arteta has bought that did not work? You keep changing. That's how it works.
Thank you.
You don't just. But I think the main problem is that disconnect between the management. For example,
yes.
David, the popular guy, came to say one of the top guys, press guys in England, said that Maresca informed Chelsea twice in late October and mid-December after the Everton game that he was talking to the people associated with Manchester City, as if that position opens, that he would like to go there. That's part of the things that everybody is saying, that Chelsea might not really be trusting Maresca if he's already waiting for City's position. Then it's not the right man to take us forward.
I disagree.
I'm saying it because that's
David Austin
actually made that statement. David made that statement. It means it's credible. But I'm saying that Chelsea might be looking at a reason for us to
I disagree. That one. Excuse me.
Another person with the trust after
every person, every manager in Europe has the right to talk to any team that is looking out for him. Like, for example, I will give you a clear-cut example. We have a clear-cut example of Fabregas now and Xavi that have both rejected the opportunity to come to Chelsea just last night. Why? Because that contact was made and those 2 managers say they are not interested. You understand me? What should be done is, if you made that contact with the manager and the manager did not inform the club, that's where you have a breach of it. But for him informing the club that, look, I'm in contact with A, I'm in contact with B, it is what is expected in football, because you have a release clause as a manager. If that release clause is met and as a manager you want to go, they do not have any contractual obligation to hold you to the job.
So see what I'm saying also, that this thing is that, look at what he's saying. He is talking to the people associated with Man City. If and when that position arises, it means that he's interested. I think that's part of the problem that he said that made with Chelsea. If I just said that Chelsea are talking to me, but I don't know what was going to happen. But it's not that he's interested in the job.
That's whether that's the main thing or that's not the main thing. That's an offering statement. First off,
if it's me, I'm going to be angry.
That's an offering statement.
I cannot build with somebody that is thinking about
your mind be outside. Come on, you're on this job.
I'm thinking
your
part of the thing.
You have a contract with Chelsea for 5 years. Now your mindset should be in making Chelsea the better team. Man City, where you want to go, now person make am the better team. Now person invest money make am better team. So for you to run from Chelsea go there, me say your mind no dey here, and you get 5 years contract with us, is a waste. You get, so they your house. If na me, they your house, they wait for the Man City job. They jobless, they wait for, but again, look at it. But again, look at
wants Maresca to take over Pep. In your own team.
I think we are taking.
Calm down. You tell me you calm down.
Out of position. It's not about what I want. It's about what the club wants. And right now, Guardiola is still on the job. So for every rumor, for everything, I think that's not the most important thing. The most important thing in this scenario is the dynamics of power within Chelsea Football Club. First and foremost, he came out some months back and said that some people in the club have made the last 48 hours the worst for him as a manager in the club. That's the first one.
After losing back-to-back games.
It's not about after losing back-to-back. When he was making that statement, it was just conquering Barcelona in the Champions League, winning a solid run of good games for him. November, he made it in November. Everybody could understand. And one of those reasons is that he made that statement is that, of course, we said it before, Marinakis is a manager or a owner of a club that has a short fuse. You have 1 or 2 strikes, you come out again, speak against him in public, you're already on the book. Making that statement is already on the book. Secondly, the last game for last year, he missed the press conference because he did not make himself available. He had already taken a decision that he was going to leave. So when they called him and like, hey, we don't want to continue, like, oh, thank God you are finally here, let's end this thing and move. For me, that's one scenario. So me, I believe that Chelsea made a wrong decision in this, because there's every manager out there in the club that have approaches from other clubs, and it's not an issue. Where you have a problem where your manager is looking outside, you are the one that need to fix your problem internally. When the manager does not have a say on how his team shapes up, do you know that Maresca is the only manager in the Premier League that has used more players in his starting 11 in his team than other compares in the Premier League? Why? Because he's powerless but to use everybody in that team that is made available to him, even when it's against his better judgment. Now, taking Palmer off in that game was a decision by the medical team, and you saw the fans backlashing on him, saying that you don't know what you're doing. At the end of the day, somebody has to just give and like, look, I'm done. Simple and short.
At the end of the day, Chelsea and Maresca decided to part ways, depending on what you think that is going to.
All eyes is now on Amorim.
Yes. Let's see. That's everything everybody is talking about. That the person that won 2 trophies is in 5th on the table or still doing well on the table, has a job, but Amorim is still there. But it depending on the structure.
After 31 losses.
I think that Manchester United decided on their own to give Amorim enough time. The way, because when their owner talked about it, he gave reference with Arteta. That means he
Give reference to Arteta. Give reference to Ferguson's first time.
Yes, so I think it's taking about 3 years for Amorim.
They have like 5 years.
It
not concern you.
The same way we thought that Chelsea is going to do with Maresca, but you see, football can change in 1 minute. In November, you are the best coach in England. By December 31st, you are out of a job. So things can change quickly in football. But let's see. It's been an interesting last 24 hours for Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans don't know even what to do. They are now split. People that were calling and say we don't want Maresca and this one Maresca, they are now.
There's no OG fan that will not be sad about this news.
Everybody, like we say, football is quick to forget.
Yeah. There's no OG fan that will be happy with this news. No OG fan under Abramovich will be happy with this news.
Well, another thing people are talking about these owners want to be. I want to be Abramovich, because what Abramovich did with Chelsea was fantastic. But the thing with Abramovich is that even when he was trying to impose himself on the team, you could see he was buying stars.
Simple.
He bought him Ballack against the
Shevchenko brought a lot of players.
Leaders.
Now you are going to go and buy kittens. You are going to go and buy. I don't understand.
Ganacho, your boy, your star boy, Ganacho.
Ganacho should be a backup in that left wing.
Okay, now a backup. Wow. This is good.
Of Chelsea, number one, buying players and giving them 10 years contract.
Okay,
number one.
and then selling them after 2 seasons.
Yes, buying younger players that you don't even know after one. If you look at the rumors now, is that the Lim Resinio is down the leading to take over Chelsea. He coaches for Strasbourg
and
in France.
Once upon a time, a Brighton player.
So let's see.
Be careful what you wish for.
Brighton player, Brighton legend.
Be careful what you wish for.
Let's see if he's going to go to Chelsea. But
players on the list, coaches on the list were like
Fabregas, and
out of contention.
Glasner.
The only leading coach they are talking to is
Liam.
Strasbourg coach. But let's see if he's
and it's not going to be an interim signing. It's a permanent signing.
Just no worry for one company.
Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm saying.
Well, other years, just sack managers and managers
win trophies. So that's Champions League going to define.
If he come.
With this team.
Chelsea has been in the last 24 hours have been in trouble for Chelsea. Remember on Sunday by 6:30 they play City at Etihad. So they're going to play without a coach, and they're going to play without Caicedo, because Caicedo picked up another yellow card. People are asking, I thought that he got a red card. The red card was a straight red card. His yellow card was still there. He had more yellow cards before that red card. So he came back and took another yellow card. So he made 5 yellow cards. So 5 yellow cards in the Premier League, you missed 1 game. So they are not going to be without a coach and without Caicedo, and they are going to play at Etihad on Sunday. So good luck to Chelsea, though they need all the locks they
Congratulations
need.
to them as well.
They need all the locks they need. Truthfully, they need all the locks they need. Okay, quickly, let's just talk about a few transfers before we start taking phone calls. I know everybody wants to talk about it, especially this Maresca issue. We said it yesterday that Brian Johnson will complete his medical to Crystal Palace, so he has accepted to go to Crystal Palace.
What I was telling you, what's my name yesterday? Felipe.
I think
Felipe
that move may not work out in his favor, because let's not forget Glasner won't be there come end of season.
No, don't worry, they are getting it without Glasner.
Yeah, I think
the new manager on their mind
yeah.
is about to change philosophy.
Yeah.
It's not going to
if
be a
the
back
new
three
manager
again.
comes in and does not want to use him,
It's not going to be a back three. It's going to be a
Let's
front
see,
three.
Let's
And with
see.
the front three, he's going to compete with Ismail Assar. But talking about my team, after I went
Nobody
to
is talking about your team.
Come on,
Nobody is talking about your team.
If you don't sign, no me, I don't go
Please,
sign.
Godwin,
Let me tell you
moving on.
something.
Moving on.
See, Felipe,
Godwin.
Paulo, Felipe,
Godwin,
for
moving on.
Gil Vicente.
We are not talking about people that are in relegation, please.
There's something not to say.
We don't want to talk about people that are in relegation.
13
please.
matches. I went to profile that guy. 13 matches, 11 starts.
You're the guy.
Wait now.
Pablo.
Pablo, the one of yesterday.
Okay.
13 matches played this season. 11 starts. He starts 11. In 10 goals, 1 assist.
Okay.
6 a goal.
What was your current stats before coming to Arsenal?
If you come now, probably
Which
will come
league?
That's one. Because you know that goal they had to come. We have to spend money to get 2 strikers.
They have to buy another striker.
Another one, Vicente Tati Castellanos. You get
What can they play with?
Lazio.
Now relegation, all of them.
And you know say this is another thing. You know say I get problem with
buying 2 strikers.
we are buying 2 strikers in one window. I know
Plus
the problem.
Callum
You know the problem.
Wilson.
You know the problem. You know I always get issue with Serie A strikers jumping into the Prem. They go sign striker from Lazio as backup to another intending flop. But again, who am I? We needed goals. So we
Plus
can come up from relegation.
Callum Wilson
Callum
is the
Wilson,
senior man up
pack
front.
your bag.
He's the senior man up
Pack your
front.
bag. Take the next flight out of East West London. Go to Man City.
God
Go
forbid.
somewhere else. Go to Arsenal. But for now, I'm signing 2 strikers, 2 top strikers, according to
Not
them.
2 top strikers. Don't worry, we
13
shall
games.
see.
13
We
games.
shall see.
13 games. 10 goals, 1 assist.
Now so
Good
now.
striker. But again, now Portuguese league. If you come Premier League, hope say no go become another Yokores. Ekosigo.
Don't worry
But
now.
let's see. West Ham is going to sign 2 strikers this January.
30 is coming.
Yeah, so let's
30
see.
is coming.
We talked about it already. The guy that is going to move to City, Semenyo, after the game against Arsenal tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. So after tomorrow, he's going to move to City. Hopefully, he's going to do well for City. Rumors are flying everywhere that Manchester United is still looking for a striker, Mateta, but I don't think that rumor will fly because almost
And Liverpool wants to sign 4 defenders.
When they want to sell Zetsky.
Liverpool want to sign 4 defenders. This
Zetsky want to move away from Old Trafford. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with Old Trafford that all this they are.
Come on, see, let's be honest. Let's be honest. The media toxicity against Man United is just something
It's
else.
not media toxicity.
And the present
Oga.
and the
It's not media
pressure, the
toxicity.
pressure play for Manchester United is something
Oh,
else.
they know.
Man United is not
You never
on
know
the level of
anything.
any other team in England.
Ebe,
The only
ebe.
person that has the right, the audacity to compete with Man United and say, oh, we have the same pressure on us is Liverpool.
Okay.
Based on the there or thereabout.
The rumor since today is West Ham want to buy Sterling.
God forbid. I'm sorry, but that will not happen. I'm sorry for the
Sterling,
language.
you are gone. Move straight to West Ham.
Sincere apologies for the language, but again,
Simple.
rumors there. I saw that.
Valid one. Oh,
Godwin,
you made my day.
Godwin,
Fantastic.
Godwin, let's be honest. I saw that rumor earlier. This after during Christmas.
You are getting
And some
Sterling.
people said like this. So some people said this is the best Christmas gift, and those people were Chelsea fans on the West Ham blog. This is the best Christmas gift ever. West Ham getting Sterling, and me and I went to fast. I wanted to go to mountain,
You
but I had to
never
leave.
fast. You will.
I wanted
you
to
will
go. I
fast
wanted
the
to,
end of the season.
you know when
You never
I
know
go
anything.
mountain before we win like 4 straight matches. I wanted to go back to the mountain, but again I have a job to do, so I have to stay here and do fasting.
You will collect that fasting and you will collect
But
Sterling.
Sterling
And you
is
will collect
not-
relegation.
Sterling is not coming.
Let me even
to
tell
West
you
Ham.
other rumors is that what's his name again? The Traore guy that Adama
Traore.
Yeah.
is coming to West Ham.
No, Adama Traore, I will understand.
So rumors
Speed,
for
baby
rumors.
oil.
Let me tell you why. I see. Look at Adama Traore's record when he was playing for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
These are players that Nonso idolizes.
Now wait.
and
let
he's
me,
getting all of them
I don't
in his
idolize.
club.
I don't idolize Sterling for no reason. Will I
You don't
idolize
idolize Adama Traore?
I'm coming. I'm getting somewhere. Let me finish.
Oh
I was
wow.
talking about Adama. I said Sterling. I don't. He has never been a player I idolize. But Adama Traore. Look at his record for Mofati Wanderers when Nuno was there. Top player.
Okay.
You need speed. You have him. You need strength. You have him. You need
You
those
need
crosses.
speed. You have Sterling
him.
too.
You
Sterling
don't
on the
need
left,
Sterling.
Traore on the right.
Now
Okay.
I've had issues with since.
I'm not here to talk about West
Thank
We
Ham.
are here to
you.
talk about transfer, and this
Thank
is the
you.
hottest transfer news in the market right now.
Another player that
Sub-Zero.
and I leave West Ham.
God,
alone.
leave me. I'm happy for
Another player
Adama
that
Traore, please.
another player that might leave Arsenal is one area have not really played anything this season.
And he's coming
On
to West
loan?
Ham.
And
And he's coming to West Ham.
Bournemouth I see yesterday.
No, with a full talk, background talking.
Now Bournemouth I see.
I don't call
But
it village people.
I think that one area should go on loan.
Of course,
I
yes,
think he should go on loan. He will not play enough for Arsenal because
Arsenal might need him if somebody picks up him.
Eze is not even playing at all. Even if somebody picks up injury, there is Eze that have not even played a single minute for the past 3 games.
5 games.
Imagine one area. I think one area is a potential player. If he goes to Bournemouth expresses themselves. They play attacking football and they expresses themselves very well in that team, which I think is the right thing for him. But Arteta and Arsenal have to decide where and who is going to leave Arsenal.
I think the most important thing is a team that needs a player like that because they are going to play him, unlike somebody that is going to put him on the shelf.
I want to talk about Elliott in Aston Villa that they gave the number 9 shirt. He has not even played. First, he doesn't even make match this squad again. He's going to leave. When he moved to Aston Villa, everybody was thinking that because whenever they introduced him in Liverpool games,
yes, he's a game changer. Yes, no.
So everybody thought that probably at Aston Villa he's going to do well.
Unfortunately, no way.
He's struggling. That's another player that wants to.
Be their pick form now. Be their carry form. We no get since how many months pick and back.
Let's see. Okay. Let's before we talk about other transfers.
Newcastle about to lose one of their key players.
Yeah. Let's see.
About to.
Okay, let's take phone calls. Let's talk about the games yesterday, the boring games yesterday. Maresca. Do you think Chelsea have the right? Yeah, it was right to sack Maresca yesterday.
Please, OG Chelsea fans, call in.
So if you call in, any fan can call in. What do you think? Because most people, if Arsenal fans are sympathizing with Maresca, he's a nice guy, but in January you lost your job. So you don't lose your job. How you come feed your family?
You know, money choke. No, be even now, money choke.
07060485853. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning. Oh yeah, fire down,
fire down, Bishop. Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Same thing that happened to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. It's at the mercy of the owners.
Yes, that's the hope. Yes.
But they never give them players. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, Bishop. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Punchline and you drop so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Bishop. Uh,
Mm. Mm.
okay.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Okay.
much, Bishop.
Yeah. For the past 3 days, Bishop has actually been
In a
on
para for Amorim. In a para.
Mind you, are you wasting your time or having patience?
Amorim goes nowhere.
Mm.
He go nowhere.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good
Good
morning
morning
to
to
you.
you.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Same to you. Name and location, please. Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
So. Okay.
All right.
You are a Chelsea fan, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes. So what do you make?
Now.
Mm.
Now. Fire down.
Okay. What do you think? Mm.
Are you in favor or not?
Mm.
Sometimes I follow your analysis, and sometimes I get confused. See, Godwin is trying to tell you that maybe as a owner of a company, your manager is discussing with another company. So, and this is not ordinary West Ham or Aston Villa or Newcastle.
They one place. They one place.
The kind of company you are discussing with.
Yeah.
If Maresca is discussing with the West Ham, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea hierarchy will not be afraid because they know they can't afford snatching the man from them. But this Man City or Real Madrid, the Barcelona, or even Liverpool, even though Man U are still doing somehow, but still a big team in Europe. So instead of you to risk your company by actually depending on that person, maybe at the end of the day you will disappoint. Let him sit at home and wait for the company to come and carry it. So then you move on immediately. So that's how you can
move on to Leandro Senior.
So as a Chelsea fan, let me just tell you,
Now.
I'm not sad. I'm not happy because it came to me as a shock. Because I did not expect Chelsea sacking Enzo Maresca. When they are saying breaking news on Chelsea, so I thought maybe they have signed one young player again. So, but it came to me as a shock that is the manager that was being sacked.
Is he breaking
And
news?
if you see the Chelsea manager, is he struggling? And as a Chelsea man, this is not a Nigeria when you can sign a blind agreement with any team. So this is a Europe who can see everything. They will tell you your role that you will play in a team before you sign a contract. So Maresca has already known what he will face at Chelsea before signing the contract. So whatever he's seeing is not you can't say maybe Chelsea
all right.
Okay, deserve it or not.
Thank
so
you
that ranking, you know, his law is they are not signing him to go and sign players. It's not Guardiola or Mourinho or other high-profile manager, so that you can sign and give him a chance. It's not every team that give the high-profile manager a chance like that. So thank you, but let's wait and see whether I will be celebrating or
relegation you go celebrate.
It's the result that will make me celebrate. Thank you.
Relegation you go celebrate.
Let's see whether he will celebrate or he will cry at the end. But again,
0706048585. What do you make of that Maresca?
you see the breaking news. It's not one young player. They all side again.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning guys.
Happy
thinking.
Alex, so how you do?
I'm fine. I wanted to call yesterday. I don't know. That one always call from Traffic. We chop Ingo court.
Start talking, start talking,
Now,
start talking.
now you,
talking.
now you,
Now you now
but
want talk the time.
but you
Start
talk your
talking.
mind.
Ingo they come, they claim say the Man U fan, Samuel do this, but he be wolf in sheep clothing. That I no be any Man U fan out there. And let me say what I want to say. You see about Chelsea, last season, before they signed, I think that was last season, last season, before they signed Enzo Maresca, I made it clear, I think it was not on YouTube studio, the other season, I made it clear that later on, it will not take up to like 2 years. They will come out, I was telling Chelsea fans that they will sack this man and they will look for another manager that they will sack. Do you know how many managers Chelsea have made use of in the last decade?
Yes,
Do you know how
about
many
7
managers
managers
that have
in 8
come to
years.
Stamford Bridge?
Yeah.
And see, it is whether it is Roman Abramovich or Todd Bowles, it is in their culture, hiring and firing, and it is not good. Even though we know that they are winning trophies, normally it is not good. They could, for the fact that they could sack Mourinho and Mourinho return back again, and they could sack him again, and they could sack Thomas Tuchel. So who is Enzo Maresca that they could not sack? Let me tell you, I put it to you again, I'm saying it again. You see the next manager that will come, it will not take up to, it will not even use up to like 2 seasons again. They will sack that manager. And that manager, probably the manager may do something meaningful with Chelsea or not. But I know that eventually that manager must come and go. That manager will come and it will not even take long. I'm telling any Chelsea fan that under the voice of my team now. But you see Chelsea. You see Chelsea. I just hope, because second, letting Maresca go is not a good thing for them. But I've been hearing so many Chelsea fans clamoring that the man do not know how to do substitution, that they should let the man go. Eventually, their prayer has been answered. I just pray that the coach that is going to come in should do what they want and let no any Chelsea fan complain again. That 2026 we did. That 2026 we did. And as for Amorim, the situation is totally different from Chelsea situation. And we know that our own, we want to build, just like Alex Ferguson, we want to build, and Amorim is the right man that promised land. Thank you very much.
He's the right man.
Just like Alex Ferguson.
Amorim is the right man, no.
Put respect to that name, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Okay.
He ended it.
Amorim is the right man.
You don't tell you Amorim is the right man. Have a good morning.
Happy New Year to everybody in the studio.
Happy New Year to you too.
Please.
Prince of Manchester from Maryland.
Okay.
All right.
Quickly, what do you think?
I don't know why people are talking this Chelsea talk, taking it too personal. Person be in caution. Why live and the men they do in caution now? See, Chelsea are not. I'll keep telling it. If I know people will argue it, Chelsea is not. In fact, if you are mentioning top 6 big club in England, they no follow.
As how now?
Yes, let me tell you, Chelsea are not building for future.
Oh wow!
All the coaches they don't start for over 100 and something. How many Premier League trophies did they have? So if you can't be running a business like that, because football is a business. You keep sacking. I'm gonna give this person time. Let him manage well. You can't. I can't hire my nurse as a pharmacy now. I won't allow the nurse to do his work. No, she must do some more. If there's one I need to correct, I'll correct as the general manager of the show. But now when they do everything, how will the coach succeed in the club? You sign someone, you not allow him to sign players he wants. You not allow him to. I don't know that. Now waiting Pep see wrong. Because Pep told them, give me 2 years, I'll build Chelsea to a force that Man City is now. They say no, they want quick result. See quick result, now what did they do there?
Okay.
That is why Man U, you see, there's something that Nassau said. The pressure of playing for Manchester United is way bigger than any club in England. Yes, because it's more than a football club. Likewise, Liverpool too.
Okay.
So I'm not surprised that they sacked him. I said it before that this man no go, like Alan said. I said it in my area here that they will sack this man for Chelsea to sack Thomas Tuchel. And I know say that club no go move forward
Yes.
again.
All right, thank you
Yes,
very much.
valid
Very
point.
much. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Valid
point.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Once they have one off season, they sacked Ancelotti after having just one off season. After winning the double, next season he has an off season, they sacked him.
Saka.
Mourinho won the Premier League. Next season he had an off season, they sacked him. Conte won. Next season he had an off season, they sacked him. So
Champions League.
they
And that one
sacked him
shocked
next season.
everybody.
So
He get half off season.
hello, good morning to you. Name and vision, please.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, pleasure to move on.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
Pedro,
fire
fire
down.
down.
All this man fans they carry a matter for us, they leave a matter for us.
Have you?
They don't talk about their own coach.
They say their coach go there for a long time.
Yeah, what I want to say is that if he would have been Amorim, that is a Chelsea coach, they could have killed him now.
Don't use the word, but I
Come on,
understand.
language.
Language, please.
Okay, sorry. Therefore, don't fire and this now because people just say the performance for league, but the performance for cup competition. But was this easy sack or was it a mutual agreement?
It's a mutual agreement.
According to them, they say mutual consent.
I see that Marek, I will blame him in some way because you know the decision that the management are making, like the use allegation in this club.
Yeah.
And you see collect the job.
Yeah.
Later, the contract say we want the full job. So we want to take decision. I know say the management don't like on like that.
Yeah.
I know what the management is doing is good, but the rules and regulation is already
If
there.
they sign the contract, you don't sign the contract. Yeah.
Yeah. And now you are saying you are not doing it again. So do you want are you bigger than the management? Do you want the management to do you? I think Chelsea is not a small club, and I don't even see Maresca as a top class manager.
Okay.
Winning the club World Cup is Chelsea that made him to do that. So
Wow.
He should calm himself down. He should not be
Wow.
losing himself.
Okay.
I was not happy hearing the news, but I think now I will blame Maresca for doing that. So I wish him well in his future job.
All right.
And I see him as a coach.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, if
I just
the
listen,
entitlement
no matter what
for
they
me,
no matter what they talk about no matter what they talk about the level of manager you are and the decision you have to make as a manager for the club, before they will give you that freedom, if you don't achieve one or two things.
let's take the final.
And Maresca cannot achieve something.
You don't achieve something, I beg. I don't understand.
Come on.
You. Chelsea fans, do better.
Hello. Good morning.
Thank God I'm the one talking finally.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Evangelist
Okay.
Joseph Abu.
Okay,
All right.
fire down.
Fire down.
I'm calling from Neke in my this is a local government, my hometown.
Alright.
Okay. What's your contribution?
I'm holding a bottle here. They wrote Chelsea London Dry Gin. That I just found in my room.
Okay.
I think Chelsea has a spiritual problem.
They don't enter spiritual matter.
Tell me how else do I explain it?
Yeah.
You sack a coach even after he has won trophy.
I swear, man.
And I want you guys to go and check what this so-called trophy that is a conference league and this thing, how much is it? How much do they even get? How much did they get for winning this conference league? Compare it with the person that won the third place in the premiership. See whether the money reach. Because all this trophy thing makes them forget that football is a sport. And if you put the business side over the football, I don't know what you want to achieve. And even when the business side is doing well, you are still sacking. That's why I said it's a spiritual thing. I don't get it. With what this guy is trying to do, I even found out that Maresca is not even a manager, he's just coach.
My coach now, yes. They give him just any player they want, they give him.
They just give him coach because they look at him as one small boy.
Okay.
And he was rebuilding Chelsea, trying to put Chelsea on the right path. You remember what he did to the big guys when he came? I said, this guy has courage. You remember?
Thank you. 50 players. He cut the team down. Work with
I mean,
people.
you remember what he did? He was doing something for them.
Okay.
Listen, when you have assuming this Vote FM, somebody wants every time Vote FM will be sacking some every time for the smallest. Do you think people will come to look for job in Vote FM? They will only get people probably people who are retiring.
All right, thank you very much.
You won't get Pep, for example, to come to Chelsea. He won't come. He will not come because he will be waiting there. That even if he wins Champions League and win Premiership, they could still sack him.
Just like last season, Pep goes. Just like last season, Pep goes triplets.
And what kind of players do they have that they're expecting the guy to play?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you bring Pep to West Ham, is he going to play ball?
All right, thank you. You have to go now.
No, so maybe your players go play the ball.
All right, thank you very much.
So you have like a step go triplets last season. If not Chelsea, then a fire.
Okay.
Chelsea fans too, they forget.
Maresca is out of Chelsea. But let's see what the next coach is going to be like. Thank you for joining us today's show. Thank you for all your contribution. Happy New Year to every one of you. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful day.
Put all these things after news.